I've been camping my whole life, basically from as early as I can remember, when I was a young lad who pretty much just wanted to play with bugs and whittle sticks and didn't really care about what camping gear I was using. I mean, I still kind of do those things, but I have assembled a lot of my own camping gear now, and today I'm going to share with you the camping gear that I am choosing to bring with me while camping this year in 2025 and why. That sounded like a mouthful, but whatever. Let's get into it. The first thing that we're going to go through is this right here. This glorious beast is the tent. This is the Nemo Aurora High-Rise 4-person tent. The reason I love this one is because it has a very spacious inside. Like, you can fit an entire mattress inside of this tent. It also gives me plenty of room to have some livable space. So not only can I fit a mattress inside of it, I can also have my clothes bag and there's room to stand up and get changed inside of my tent without feeling cramped inside a tiny little 2-person tent. This is like a sizable, spacious, and tall 4-person tent. The actual dimensions of this are 100 inches by 90 inches. It's also very tall. The peak height of this tent is 75 inches or like 6¼ feet tall. So I can fully stand up inside this tent, which just makes like changing clothes and moving around a lot easier. There's also a nice vestibule space for you to like put your shoes and keep out of the rain, and also the rain fly fully covers the entire tent, which I really appreciate, and I kind of like, that's like one of the things I look for when it comes to a tent. I've used this in rain and snow and have never had any leaks on the inside. I know a lot of people are kind of concerned with how long it takes to set up this tent. Honestly, with 2 people, it takes like 5 minutes. It doesn't take that long. I can also just do it by myself in, I don't know, like maybe 10 minutes. It really doesn't take that long. I feel like as soon as you've set up like one tent, you kind of know how to do them all for the most part. As for weight, I know people want to know that as well. This thing weighs about 16 pounds, so it's heavy, but it's something that sits inside your car, so weight really isn't a factor. And the cost of this tent is $400, which is pricey for a tent, but Nemo is a quality brand. They make quality gear, and I think this tent is totally worth $400. So there you go. That's the tent that I'm bringing with. I'm gonna set this back on the ground. Make some space. And the next thing we're going to is the sleeping pad, which is what fell on the floor. Another product from Nemo. This, which you guys might have seen on my channel before too, is the Nemo Roamer Double. This thing is freaking sweet and is the most comfortable camping pad or mattress that I have ever used. It's awesome. It is an inflatable pad, but it has a sort of thick layer of like cushioning and insulation on the inside that gives this a 6.0 R value, which is very, very warm. I've used this all the way down to like below 30 degrees Fahrenheit and was totally fine. It does have a softer, more comfortable fabric on the top, and on the bottom there is a more durable, like coarser kind of fabric. This also does inflate fairly quickly, but I still choose to use a pump to inflate this because I can just attach the pump and go do my other camp chores while this thing is filling up. When I use this thing, I always sleep good. I really never have any problem sleeping on this thing, and it's big enough for both me and my girlfriend to sleep on. As for the size, it measures 78 inches by 52 inches. I love this thing. I'm gonna continue to use this, and I always sleep great on the pad. As for the cost, this also costs $400, which is definitely pricey. Like, that is very expensive for a camping sleeping pad, but I will say I always sleep great on this thing, and I'm definitely gonna continue to use it until I find something better. All right, there we go. 2 down, 4 to go. So alongside with our sleeping setup, right here is the sleeping bag that I use for camping. This is the North Face Dolomite 1 Duo, or now I believe they've changed the name to just North Face Dolomite 1 Double. So it is the double. It's a 2-person sleeping bag for camping. So what's cool about the sleeping bag is that you can add or remove layers or change the layers to actually change how warm the sleeping bag is. You can kind of like change the temperature rating of the sleeping bag just based on how many layers you're using and based on what layer you're sleeping underneath. So you can use it at 15 degrees, 30 degrees, and 50 degree temperature ratings all in one sleeping bag. So it's great for us to use in the spring, in the summer, and the fall because those temperature ranges are much different in Wisconsin all in one sleeping bag. So that is basically one of the main reasons why I like this, is just because you can change the temperature ratings, and this is very comfortable. I never sleep bad inside this sleeping bag. Like, it feels good to sleep in. It does compact down to a fairly nice size for a 2-person sleeping bag, and it's pretty lightweight. 6, 7, 8 pounds, 9, maybe 10. Somewhere in there, who knows? The only thing that I don't like about this is that it is just like slightly tapered. And while me and Ashley are both sleeping inside this throughout the night, we're both kind of fighting over the covers as we sleep. So I just wish it was like a little bit wider than what it is. Otherwise, this thing is pretty sweet. And as for the price, it comes in at $250 for the regular version and $260 for the long version. Next up, we have the camping cook stove, and this is the Camp Chef Everest 2X. This is a 2-burner propane stove that collapses down to a pretty good size, and it works pretty well. It has its own igniter, this thing right here. It's fast, it burns evenly, and it does the trick. I'm not a professional cook by any means, and this thing, it works for what I need it to do. It does seem to me that this thing is just like kind of fuel inefficient. Like, I feel like we burn through propane pretty quickly with this thing, but I think it's because it is just kind of like a powerful stove. I have yet to find a camp stove that I just like absolutely love. There's nothing that's really been like, that's the one for me. This thing is good. I like using it. It definitely does the trick, but I don't love it. It's just like, this is the stove that we got. We're gonna use this thing. It definitely does the trick. It works well, and I do recommend it. Like I said, it's just not something I'm in love with. The one main complaint that I have with this is that it's just loud. Like, I'm gonna pack it down and show you guys. So you're in a campground and it's 6 a.m. in the morning and this is in your car. You gotta take it out to make coffee and be very careful because it's just like, stuff, it's just, yeah, it just rattles around a lot. So every time I want to make coffee at 6 a.m. in the morning, I got to be very careful about setting this thing up and not letting these like wings fly open, because you're going to wake up the rest of the campground just trying to set up your camp stove. But that's it. That's like my main complaint with this, is that it just is like kind of clunky and can be kind of loud in the morning in a campground. As for the cost of this thing, prices range from like $145 to $190 depending on where you buy this. Okay, pack it back up. We're getting down there. Oh God. My legs are sore from a leg workout the other day. The next thing on the list, we're down to 2 more pieces of gear. This right here is a water container, and in all honesty, it's just a simple water cube. You need something to store water while you're camping because water is always very important, and unless you want to go back and forth to the water fountain or like the hose or the water faucet spigot thing that's just in the campgrounds, it's much more convenient to have some sort of water storage. So I like to use just this water cube. I feel like it looks like something from Minecraft. This holds 20 liters of water, so like 5.3 gallons of water, which is a good amount of water. It definitely gets heavy when this thing is full to lug this around. I really don't know what else to tell you guys unless you want to hear it straight from the REI website. Features an ergonomic tap handle that delivers a high flow rate for filling water bottles and washing dishes. There you go. It holds water and there's a tap with the little faucet thing. It does the trick, and this is only like $12. One of the last main pieces of gear that I bring camping is a chair. This right here is the Eno Lounger DL chair. It's kind of cool because it does come in this like triangle backpack carry case, which is nice. You can just like literally just swing it around your shoulder, go to the fire pit, your campsite. All you do is just assemble the base like you would like tent poles kinda, and then slide on the fabric and boom, there's your chair. I like this because it's comfortable to sit in, it's got a cup holder, there's pockets, and you can sit back and relax around the fire. The only thing I don't really like about this chair is that it's kind of uncomfortable to sit forward in, to like sit up in the chair. It kind of forces you to lean back and relax inside this. The reason I bring that up is because I like to play a lot of like board games and card games while I'm camping, and I want to sit forward while I'm playing those games, so it's not really as comfortable to sit forward in this chair. Like, this is meant more for just like lounging back and relaxing, socializing in kind of camp chair. But this is a quality chair and it's made by Eno, which is a quality brand. I've worked with Eno on a few different projects and they've always been a pleasure to work with, and I know for a fact that their gear is quality. The only other thing that I don't really have with me up here is the cooler that we bring camping, because that's very important as well. And we use the Arctic 65 quart cooler. This one's definitely a bit more expensive. I think it's over $200, but in my opinion, a quality cooler makes a big difference, because otherwise you're just gonna have to continue to keep on buying bags of ice for your cooler. And I like to go on a lot of longer road trips. Like for example, I just got back like 4 days ago from a 9-day road trip to Acadia National Park. So having a quality cooler to keep our food colder for longer is very important. So yeah, Arctic 65 quart cooler. Does the trick, I like it. It's been good so far. All right, I'm gonna put all of these things back up on the table. So there you go, everyone. That is all of the main pieces of gear that I am going to be bringing with me while camping this year in 2025. Let me know what you guys think about this gear, and if you choose anything different, because I like camping gear and I want to know what different options people are using to camp this year in 2025. So thank you all for watching this video. Please give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Consider supporting me on Patreon to help fund more YouTube related things. And thanks for watching, everyone. See you in my next video.